After watching this movie, Arolake, here are some points I could get from it. Number one, avoid betrayal at all costs. Even if the devil is pursuing you with temptation, resist it by all means, because that is exactly what got Saru killed in the beginning, and that is exactly what still destroyed him at the end of this movie. Number two, avoid low self-esteem. Try to build it, because low self-esteem is a very big disease. This lady Arolake had the power of life and death in her palms, and she carried it and gave a man she barely knew. A man she just knew for whether is it 2 days or something. She carried the power of life and death and gave it to him. Why couldn't she use it and turn her life around? She could have even used it to raise their children and have children of her own, but no. Her low self-esteem couldn't help her. It couldn't bring her to be able to consider herself worthy enough to do that. Another thing is pride, because this Saru guy, pride wanted to kill him. In fact, pride ended up killing him because the guy was too proud. He was too proud to imagine going to the king and making such a deal. You want to marry a king's daughter, and that is the way you intend to get married to his daughter. Can you imagine that? So pride is very disastrous. Try your best to avoid it. Another thing I also got from this movie is married women. Biko, try your best and stay in your husband's house as long as he's treating you well, because the grass is not always greener at the other side. This lady Arolake left her husband, who was a king. She was the favorite wife, to go and meet this womanizer called Saru. She left her house as a queen. She left as a queen because of man. Because of man she thought she could rely on his love, but unfortunately for her, she couldn't, because you cannot always rely on the love of men. That's just the truth. So if you are a married woman, you watch that movie, you didn't get this point, I'm sorry for you, because I know some of you are already feeling, as long as that man is treating you well, he's not beating you, he's doing you well, what else are you looking for? Because me, I didn't understand what this Arolake girl did. For the fact that she carried herself to meet him, and he slept with her without even thinking, oh, this lady is the king's wife. He didn't even think twice. And she that had in mind to betray a king like that, as in, they didn't think they were going to get killed. Anyway, another point I have to say, avoid greed at all costs. Because you see, this Saru guy, he was too greedy. The guy was too greedy, so he had to go and ask for the hand of the princess in marriage. I was still disappointed at the end of this movie, because why did she destroy the contents of the life and death? Why? What she could have simply done was to make a duplicate. I think what she should have done was to make a duplicate and take it away. Take it away, go far away, probably go to another village, and then finally start shining. Yeah, she would be a very rich woman if she wanted to live like this Saru's previous sugar mommy. She could have lived like that and nothing will happen. She could have easily resurrected children for herself. She could have lived life, but even at the end, this lady was stupid. Now that she left, what did she want to do? To those men that after watching Anikulapo, they couldn't allow us rest every day on their WhatsApp status. Women are evil. Fear women. Women are scum. What were you expecting? Excuse me, bro. What were you expecting? Did you see the level of betrayal that guy gave this Arolake? Abi, what Saru was doing, you didn't pay attention to it. Not only did he get another wife, he married more, and still had the effrontery to get another extra in a very, very rude manner. And when he first got the second wife, when he first impregnated her, he should have told Arolake that he wants a second wife and explained to her that he wants children. I'm very sure she would have agreed, because knowing fully well that she couldn't bear kids, or she has not been able to bear kids for a long time, I'm sure she would have agreed. But no, he decided no, because he doesn't see her as any important entity. He decided to do whatever he pleased. And to worsen it, he had to leak her secrets to those wives, because that was exactly what brought insult to her. Not only is she neglected, she was now being insulted as someone who was once a queen, infertile queen, as in, man, the betray, to me, she didn't do enough, because that thing she did, she just took back what she gave to him and destroyed it. What was he expecting? If you betray somebody like that, is the person a stone? What were you expecting? Please excuse me. Is it that you guys as men now, you expect to do certain rubbish and get away with it? Because the guy beats more than he can chew. Had it been he just abandoned her and married more wives, it would have been bearable. But he did that, and he still made her an object of mockery. He just turned her into an object of mockery. Anyway, for those of you also that are always talking about how the movie is so overrated, I give it 3/10, I give it 4/10, please, the hype is not worth it. Please, you push, excuse me. If this movie was acted by Americans, you guys will say, wow, 10/10, this is a wonderful movie. But because Nigerians acted it, you have a problem. Because this movie was, they paid attention to a lot of details. The storyline was great. The actor, even the scenery, they made sure that even the Yoruba they spoke, I was so happy that they spoke Yoruba and subtitled it in English. I was so happy because everything was just reflecting the African tradition, the Yoruba tradition. And you guys are giving it 3/10, 4/10. You guys should fear God now. I'm busy that you guys hate yours. I know that Nollywood has not always been good, but they tried. I'm giving them 8/10. Yes, 8/10. Bye.